Hello, everyone. There's a hard truth we all must accept. Not everyone who smiles at you is your friend. Some people enter your life with hidden motives. Some pretend to care while quietly pulling you down. The question is, can you see them? Can you recognize the signs before they cause real damage? Today, I want to give you 7 signals that reveal bad and fake people. If you learn to spot them early, you can save yourself from unnecessary pain, wasted energy, and deep disappointment. Trust is one of the most valuable currencies in human relationships, yet it is also one of the most fragile. Many people make the mistake of assuming that just because someone appears friendly, shares kind words, or even expresses admiration, they are automatically trustworthy. But trust is not something that should be given freely without proof. It must be earned over time through consistent actions, honesty, and reliability. True trust is built, not granted. It develops in the small moments, the everyday choices people make, and the way they respond when things get difficult. Words can be powerful, but they are only as good as the actions that back them up. It is easy for someone to say, "You can trust me," but trust is not established through statements. It is proven through behavior. If someone is dependable, follows through on commitments, and remains honest, even when honesty is uncomfortable, they are earning trust. On the other hand, there are people who try to bypass this process. They expect trust to be given simply because of a title, a shared experience, or even just an emotional connection. But no matter how charming, persuasive, or convincing someone may be, real trust cannot be forced. It must be developed through repeated demonstrations of integrity. A person who truly values trust will not just expect it, they will work for it. Trust is also tested in difficult times. When everything is going well, it is easy for people to appear supportive and reliable. But the real test comes when challenges arise. Do they remain consistent or do they change? Do they keep their word when it is inconvenient or do they make excuses? Do they stand by you in difficult moments or do they disappear when things get tough? How someone responds in these situations reveals whether or not they were truly trustworthy to begin with. It is important to remember that just as trust must be earned, it must also be protected. Once broken, it is incredibly difficult to rebuild. This is why it is crucial to be selective about who is given access to your trust. Do not rush the process. Observe, evaluate, and allow time to reveal a person's true character. Trust is not about assumptions. It is about evidence. The right people will prove their trustworthiness through their actions, and those who don't will eventually expose themselves through their inconsistencies. Every person you interact with either adds to your energy or drains it. This simple but powerful truth is something many people overlook. We often focus on what people say or how long we've known them, but we fail to ask the most important question: how do they make us feel? The people around you have an impact on your mental, emotional, and even physical energy, whether you realize it or not. Some people bring light into your life. After a conversation with them, you feel motivated, encouraged, and uplifted. They don't have to be overly positive or always agree with you, but their presence leaves you feeling stronger. These people support you without demanding anything in return. They listen, they challenge you to grow, and they create an environment where you feel valued and understood. Then there are those who drain your energy. They may not always be obvious. Some of them appear friendly, but their words and actions subtly wear you down. They always have a complaint, a problem, or a crisis that demands your attention. When you speak with them, you leave feeling exhausted, frustrated, or even guilty. These people often take more than they give. They require constant reassurance, but never seem to be there when you need support. Instead of inspiring growth, they create unnecessary stress and negativity. It is important to recognize these patterns early. Pay attention to how you feel after spending time with someone. Do you feel energized or depleted? Do you walk away with clarity and motivation, or do you feel drained and confused? Your energy is one of your most valuable resources, and who you allow into your space directly affects your well-being. When you become aware of the energy people bring into your life, you gain control over your environment. You can set boundaries with those who consistently drain you and invest more time in those who uplift and strengthen you. This is not about cutting people off impulsively. It is about recognizing who adds value to your life and who diminishes it. Your energy is precious. Protect it. Surround yourself with people who bring you peace, motivation, and clarity. If someone consistently drains you, it may be time to step back. The right people will push you forward, while the wrong ones will hold you back. Choose wisely. Manipulation is one of the most dangerous forces in human relationships because it rarely announces itself. It doesn't come with a warning label. Instead, it disguises itself as kindness, concern, or even love. Manipulative people do not take control by force. They do it subtly, making you believe that their way is in your best interest. They make you feel obligated, guilty, or even responsible for their happiness, all while ensuring that they benefit the most from the situation. The most common form of manipulation is emotional guilt. A manipulator will make you feel like you owe them something even when you don't. They remind you of the things they have done for you, not because they genuinely care, but because they want leverage. They frame situations in a way that makes you feel selfish or ungrateful if you don't give them what they want. This type of control is dangerous because it creates an invisible chain, one that binds you with obligation instead of choice. Another tactic manipulators use is twisting reality. They are experts at making you question your own judgment. They dismiss your concerns, downplay their harmful actions, and convince you that you are overreacting. Over time, you start to doubt yourself. You hesitate to trust your own instincts. This form of manipulation is powerful because once you stop believing in your own perception, you become easy to control. Manipulators also take advantage of your empathy. They play the victim, making every situation about their suffering or misfortune. They know that good-hearted people struggle to see others in pain, so they use their struggles as a tool. They exaggerate their hardships, demand your constant attention, and drain your emotional energy while giving little in return. Recognizing manipulation requires awareness. If you find yourself constantly feeling guilty, doubting your instincts, or being pressured into doing things you don't want to do, step back. Ask yourself, is this person truly considering my well-being, or are they only serving their own interests? Relationships are built on honesty, not control. The hardest truth to accept is that manipulators do not change unless they are forced to. The moment you set boundaries, they either disappear or become hostile. But that is your answer. True connections do not require manipulation. The people who genuinely care about you will never use guilt, pressure, or deception to keep you close. Words are powerful, but they mean nothing without action. Anyone can say the right things, make promises, or express good intentions, but it is what they do that truly matters. Actions reveal character in ways that words never can. While words can be carefully chosen, rehearsed, and manipulated, actions are harder to disguise. Over time, they expose a person's true nature, priorities, and level of commitment. People often fall into the trap of believing words over actions because words are comforting. It is easier to trust what someone says rather than wait to see if their behavior aligns. But words without action are empty. A person who repeatedly says, "I'll be there for you," but disappears when you need them is showing you the truth. A friend who constantly promises to change but never does is telling you exactly who they are. No matter how convincing someone may sound, their actions will always reveal the reality. Consistency is key. Anyone can act right once or say the right thing in the moment, but real character is demonstrated through repeated behavior. Pay attention to patterns. If someone's actions and words consistently match, they are trustworthy. If they often contradict each other, believe the actions, not the words. Excuses, apologies, and explanations may sound reasonable, but they do not replace real change. Actions also hold weight in relationships. Love is not just spoken, it is shown. Respect is not just declared, it is demonstrated. Loyalty is not just claimed, it is proven. If someone truly cares about you, you won't have to question it because their actions will make it clear. On the other hand, if you find yourself constantly wondering where you stand with someone, chances are their actions are already providing the answer. The best way to protect yourself from false promises and empty words is to observe. Give people time to show who they really are. Do not rush to believe declarations of loyalty, friendship, or change. Instead, step back and see if their behavior aligns with what they say. Trust is built on consistency, not words alone. At the end of the day, Actions will always carry more truth than words. People can say anything, but they cannot hide who they truly are forever. Watch what they do, and you will always see the truth. Discomfort is often seen as something negative, something to be avoided. But in reality, discomfort is one of the most powerful indicators in life. It signals when something is wrong, when something needs to change, and when growth is about to happen. The key is learning how to recognize and interpret it. There are two main types of discomfort, the kind that warns you and the kind that challenges you. The first is your intuition speaking, telling you when a situation or person is not right. It is that uneasy feeling when you sense manipulation, dishonesty, or danger. It is your mind and body picking up on subtle signs that something is off before your conscious mind fully understands why. Too often people ignore this kind of discomfort, convincing themselves that they are overreacting. But when something consistently feels wrong, it usually is. Listening to this discomfort can save you from unhealthy relationships, bad decisions, and wasted time. The second type of discomfort is the kind that comes with growth. It is the feeling of stepping outside your comfort zone, facing uncertainty, and pushing yourself beyond what is familiar. This discomfort is not a warning, it is a sign of expansion. Every time you challenge yourself, whether by learning a new skill, speaking up, or taking a risk, you will feel uncomfortable. That feeling is not telling you to stop, it is telling you that you are in the process of becoming something more. The challenge is knowing which discomfort to listen to and which to push through. If a situation consistently drains you, makes you feel small, or fills you with doubt, it is likely the wrong path. If discomfort comes from effort, learning, or stepping into new opportunities, it is a sign to keep going. Growth is never comfortable, but it is always worth it. People who embrace discomfort as a guide become stronger, wiser, and more confident. They learn to walk away when something feels wrong and to push forward when something feels challenging. They stop avoiding discomfort and start using it. The greatest transformations happen on the other side of discomfort, but only if you are willing to pay attention to what it is telling you. When you learn to recognize the discomfort indicator, you stop fearing it and start using it as a tool to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Loyalty is one of the most valuable qualities a person can have, yet it is not something that can be determined by words alone. Anyone can claim to be loyal, but true loyalty is only revealed through actions, especially in difficult times. The loyalty test is not something you ask for, it happens naturally when life presents challenges. It is in those moments that people show their true colors, either standing by you or stepping away when it is no longer convenient for them. Well, loyalty is not about how people treat you when everything is going well. It is about who remains when things get tough. Some people will call themselves friends, but as soon as you face hardship, they disappear. Others will show support in public, but betray you in private. And some will stay around only as long as they are benefiting from the relationship. These people are not loyal. They are simply present for what they can gain. One of the biggest tests of loyalty is how someone speaks about you when you are not around. A loyal person defends your name, protects your reputation, and does not allow others to disrespect you. They do not engage in gossip or entertain negativity about you behind your back. If someone claims to be loyal but allows others to tear you down in their presence, their actions reveal the truth. Loyalty is also tested in moments of choice. When given the opportunity to take advantage of you, expose your weaknesses, or betray your trust, a truly loyal person will not do it, even if no one is watching. Loyalty is not proven in words of reassurance, but in silent decisions that no one else sees. It is found in the friend who supports you without needing recognition, in the partner who stands by you without seeking personal gain, and in the person who protects your trust without needing a reward. The loyalty test is not something you create. It happens naturally over time. People will either prove themselves through consistent actions or expose themselves through inconsistency. The key is to pay attention. Stop listening to what people say and start observing what they do. Loyalty cannot be forced, but it can be recognized. The right people will show you through their actions that they are committed to you, while the wrong ones will reveal their true intentions when the test. In life, the ability to recognize true character is essential. Words can deceive, but actions always reveal the truth. Whether it's trust, manipulation, loyalty, or personal growth, the key is to observe, not just listen. True loyalty stands firm in difficult times. Manipulation always comes disguised, and discomfort often serves as a guide, either warning you or pushing you toward growth. The most valuable lesson is to trust what people do, not just what they say. Pay attention to the patterns, not the promises. Those who truly belong in your life will prove it through consistent actions, while those who don't will expose themselves over time. Stay aware, protect your energy, and surround yourself with people whose actions align with their words. In the end, recognizing real from fake is not just about others, it's about choosing the right environment for your own growth. Thank you for listening.